Okay, right. I'm using this right here to cut my head top. This is what it looks like. Something my mum gave me. And then I got the, as a part of the set, oh no, you can't really see that. It's a number 2 guard. 6mm, 1/4 inch. I use this to cut my head top because it gives a, how do you say it? It makes my hair short, but not unnecessarily short. I can make my hair short, but not unnecessarily short with this. But my dad has used this exact same guard, but it has looked completely different compared to when I cut it. And that's not in a way I would want, and not in a way I would want either. However, when I do it, mate, it's amazing. I'm not gonna just use this. I've got this as well to shave up my head top, shape up my head top with for the line. And then I may use a shaving stick to help me with that, to help me get rid of that widow's peak, to give me more of a straight line. This is not going to be straight, it's going to be diagonal. My hairline naturally is diagonal, so because I'm not going to push it back, that is just how it's going to be. Or if I do push it back, it's not going to be much, and it's still going to look diagonal, but just not as much as it does at the moment. Just so that it looks like it's one level when you finish, or when I finish. What I do beforehand, just like how the barbers would do, is I comb my hair. I use this side. Obviously, that side's more fine. It's for more fine hair. But this one's more than okay. And it makes it look like one smooth level when I cut my hair compared to not combing, and then it just looks, it looks very, not patchy, no, but like with this side of my hair, there's a lot of, my hair curls so much. But that's if I don't comb it. However, if I do comb it, it's gonna look like one solid level. Can you lot cut your hair? No money's coming in at the moment, so I was telling myself that I'm not gonna go to the barbers until money's coming in, and I've stayed true to that promise. And in saying that, I've learned how to cut my hair. Around the road to making mega bucks, day 26. Calisthenics talk video. Around that time, I made a cutting my hair for the first time video, and that was when I did the whole thing by myself. I just had enough, so I experimented, and it was great. I liked the final product, and I liked how it ended up, so yeah. Anyway, what I do is I'll use the number 2 guard, and then number 2 guard to give the cut. But before I do, I because I don't have oil, I use deodorant so that it runs more smoothly, it being the clipper, of course. So I comb my hair, I then spray the clipper instead of using oil, because I don't have the oil anymore, to lubricate the blade properly. I'm not lubricating it properly because I don't have the oil, I use deodorant, as I've said. Then after that, attach it on properly. You know it's on properly when it looks like this compared to, say, something like that. and then after, what do? I go to the mirrors in the bathroom and then use this to shape up the back of my head. But not only that, whilst I'm using this, I go to the bathroom every now and then and I use this mirror. I use this mirror to help me, not only right now when I be cutting it, but also so I can use that against the mirrors in the bathroom, so I can see if I've cut the back of my head properly, and I like how I've cut the back of my head. I can see whether or not I like what I've got going on at the back. I really do have to be careful and light, or otherwise, if I press too hard, especially on the back of the head, it's gonna show, and it's not gonna look nice. It's not gonna look like one level. It's gonna look like you lost some hair around the back of the head if you go a bit too hard, or if I go a bit too hard, sorry. Yeah, and then after that, I'd use the same mirrors in the bathroom to help me shape up the front, to help me shape up the back, and also the front. I'm still getting used to it with my left hand, shaping up the back, and especially using my left hand around here. It's like the coordination's like, what is going on? But I refuse to give up, so that's just that. I'll get over that eventually. Oh, all right. Let's actually make a start. I shape up the back of my head, and then the sides over here, and then the front. Where's the deodorant now? Actually, you could just use any deodorant, but this is what I'm using. It smells great. Costs quite a bit though. I know it's not proper lubrication, so I keep it far away, because in reality it could be destroying the blades. Then turn it on. Let's go. I'm sat on 2 white t-shirts that I don't want to wear anymore. I don't like V-necks, so I'm sitting on them. That's how I clean up the place, really. And then I empty it out in the bathroom and in the bin. All right, let's go. I've combed my hair out. I sprayed it. There's nothing else to do really than to just lightly cut all around my hair. Now I do this for quite a while, maybe anywhere from 10 minutes to half an hour. I don't know how long it takes. I just let myself do what I have to do. Stretch the cables out so that it's easier to cut your hair and get to around the sides. I usually start off with my right, but I want to change things up, so I'm going to start off with my left. Wait, hold on. Just to make sure. Yeah, it is a number 2 guard. Gotta make sure. Yep. I feel happy with this decision. Anyway, let's go. It's been 2 weeks. 11 days, I think. I need to get rid of this. And then I'll just go all the way around. I'll probably, just so that it doesn't take up too much storage, I'll leave it at that and then go back to and then press record when I'm gonna make an update. When I want to make a next update, talk about something. Which seems to be a few seconds later. I purposefully leave my head down so that it cuts the back properly. Yeah. Maybe the long style video may be nice, I don't know. When I'm done with cutting my hair completely, I record a quick clip all around my head to make sure that I haven't missed anything and that I feel happy with the final version, because the only person who's checking up on this is me and me alone. So I need an outward perspective on how my hair looks, and I use the camera to do that, to help me with that, because there's no way I'll be able to get an outward perspective with just my eyes alone. Whilst cutting with my left hand, it seems like I'm having more smooth strokes with my right. I'll probably start the sessions with my left hand so that I improve both my left and my right. Anyway, just keep it going. Lean your head so that it cuts smoothly at the back. Well, tuck your chin in really. Now I'm looking at the mirror to see if there are any places where I really haven't cut. It's the sides. I need to cut the sides. It's not cutting anything. Now that I know how to cut my hair, I don't have to rely on anyone, not my dad or my barbers. This is me knowing how to cut my hair has meant that I have made myself more self-reliant, so that when I do move out, I know what I'm doing. I don't feel dependent on anyone other than myself, which is how I want it. I could go to the barbers because I want to go to them, not because I believe I have to go to them. It may take a while, but I can learn how to give myself fades. Maybe better than, maybe to a higher standard than certain barbershop can. In my opinion. Just as long as I put the effort in. Uh-oh. Nope, it seems okay. I think I cut a bit too harshly at the center here, right here. So I'm gonna go and check that right now. This is something I'd usually do when cutting my hair. If I think I've cut it a bit too hard, I immediately go and check so that I know what's going on and I know how to go around it. Well, it looks like I've cut the center of the back quite a bit, whereas I haven't cut the sides much. It looks like that center bit, after I've cut it for a few times, it looks like that same center bit is a bit patchy. Maybe it's because of how I cut it, but I'm gonna keep on looking at that to make sure that it is my skills rather than me just having a little bit of a patch, a weak patch, not bald patch, but weak patch at the back of the head. Okay, let's keep it going. I've got to cut the back, the sides of the back, the corners, because they look a lot darker than the center of the back of my head does. Make sure that it's not touching my back so that I feel comfortable, and then we go back at it again. Yeah, I really have to press down on the sides here, or otherwise it will curl up. Oh no, it's smooth, that's fine. And then on the other side, I'm really pressing down hard here so that the hair doesn't curl up. Okay, I'm gonna comb it again and see where we're at. Use this same comb. Now, because I'm combing it out, we're gonna have a smoother cut again. If there are any extra places that really need to be cut, that will be shown now. The hairs are really fine. The hairs that are coming off my hair are really fine now. And usually for me, it takes like one day, maybe not even a day. By the evening, my hair is set. and no more hair is shedding. So yeah, in my head I've been thinking throughout this video that this is like a therapy for me. Any sorts of thoughts that I want to have, I can have them. I can all the time, but because this is such it's a rather mundane activity, you don't really have to think about it much. It doesn't require much brain power. You can then use that same brain power you'd be using on cognitively demanding tasks into reflecting. So in that sense, I call this, like, cutting your hair as therapy, really. As a black man, from black man to black man, or just someone that has short hair and cuts their hair short, like how I cut my hair short, let me know how you cut your hair. Do you have to? Nope. But it'd be rather interesting. This is personally how I go about it. And don't go in the comment section trying to give me advice in that. I haven't asked. Unless I do ask for advice later on in the video. I haven't asked. Don't try and give me advice, because I'm not looking for it. It looks like this bit is... Oh, it looked like this bit had a bit more hair than... It was as if there was a bit of hair sticking out. I'll do my best to keep my hairline. If I really want to keep my hairline, I've got to reduce stress levels, which means I have to focus on my sleep routine. And right now, I'm gonna make another video about that. All right, okay, I think I'm done. Let's get back to it. Remember, lightly cutting the hair. When you go around the center, you really have to tuck your chin in then. The sides not so much, but the center, you really have to tuck your chin in, or otherwise it won't cut smooth. We're now almost finished with the main bulk of that haircut. Not many hairs are coming off. If I'm to have a son, I'm gonna have to teach him to be, I'm gonna have to do what I'd want when I'd say my parents didn't teach me this, my parents didn't teach me that, it would then be my responsibility to teach my children those things. Teach my son how to cut his own hair rather than him getting me to cut his hair. Now he can do it his damn self. Allow him to become self-reliant and make his own choices. And if I have a daughter or daughters, do the same for them. I'll have to go through a lot of therapy, both before, during, and after having children, so that I raise my potential children in a way that I want to raise them, not in a way that I've indirectly been taught how to raise the children due to the from the parenting style that my parents raised me with. What is that parenting style? I don't know, but I certainly wouldn't be saying, oh, you need to do this and you need to do that. No, I know what that was like for me as someone that's only a child and not a father. That was terrible. You need to come to a conscious decision to do what you want to do, not tell your children you need to do this, you need to do that. If your children ask for help, then that's when you give the advice, but you don't just give the advice. Not unsolicited, or at least not all the time. There may be some times when you really believe you might have to give unsolicited advice because you may believe that your children's health and safety is at danger. Then of course, yeah, fair enough, do what you have to do. But if it's not like a matter of health and safety, the children have to come to a conscious decision themselves that they want to change things. That's when they will change things, not just because you as a parent or parents have told them to do it. If I do ever become a father, I may be able to look back at these videos wherever they are in the future, if they're still around. I don't think I won't do anything for them to just disappear, for this channel to disappear though. No, I won't. I will speak my mind, but I'm not going to go out my way to go and get this channel terminated. Or like how people with all these fancy terms and that call it cancelled. What a load of bollocks. Those people need to go outside. It's not cutting much. I think I'm gonna go have a look in the mirror. Yeah, I'm gonna go have a look in the mirror and see where we're at now. Right, I've shaped it up here and there at both the front and the back. Now this is the final result. I've had a look and to me it seems like it's okay. 100%. Okay. I'm using the selfie camera to help me do this because I'm looking at the mirror. So I can see my back of my head here. Can't really see all that clearly as I'm recording it, but I'll be able to look at it and you'll see how it's gone. It's a bit patchy at the back, so I've purposefully combed it down, and it looks like it is okay as well. So yeah, we'll see. But this is the end result. If I have to edit it, then if I have to change things here and there, then I will. But yeah. feeling happy with the final result, especially with how the back of my head was looking before I finished it. But yeah, I'm combing the hair down, so it's very difficult to see its patchiness. But yeah, man, did it take a lot of takes trying to use the front-facing camera in that. I tried putting it right in the center eventually, but at the start I had it here. I tried putting it in the center so that you could see the entirety of my head, the entirety of the back of my head. But yeah, I like the final result now, even though it was looking patchy at the start. Amazing final result, it seems. Use this to shape up my head, as I said, then use the mirrors like this. So if I'm doing the right side, then I look at it like this, or if it's the left, then I turn around, use this mirror here, this one here, along with this one to help me out. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I like the final result, even though it was looking very patchy at the back of my head, especially when I put flash on, but yeah, we're okay. Now I've cut my hair, now it's time to buy some clippers, cut my nails, and get my screen fixed, because my screen at the top left is very slightly smashed and there are just fractures all over the place. I need to get it sorted. I'm cutting everything, I'm sorting everything out, so I'm just gonna do everything today. Shave everywhere, yes, everywhere, and then buy some clippers again. I'll buy at least 2, and then get my screen fixed for £10. It needs to be done. If I'm taking care of myself, I take care of my possessions as well. Outside of just my physical body, I'm a mind too. Outside of that, I take care of my possessions. If I want to be in shape, I take care of my stuff. My body, my mind and my body, and also what I have with me that isn't my body, such as my phone. And in this very specific context, my screen protector. I take care of my stuff. I own my t-shirts, I own my bottoms as well. Even though they're scrunch up after sitting down, I have to take care of my stuff. And because I'm sorting everything out, I'm gonna sort out the nails and toes situation and also the screen protector situation. I've just been going about with my phone smashed for at least half a year since I started this journey. Enough's enough, it needs to be fixed, and it's getting fixed today. Alright, anyway, hope you enjoyed, maybe even learned something valuable. I may do more hair cutting sessions because I find it is therapy. Again, it's not cognitively demanding, so I could just use that to think deep thoughts and create a video out of it. So, because I think that would be solid content which I can look back at and enjoy and reminisce over and or even learn from, I'm going to carry on doing these videos from time to time whenever I want to do them. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed, maybe even learned something valuable, and I'll see you in the next one. Even if you didn't enjoy, I can't control that, so whether you did or didn't, that's up to you. But yeah, I'll see you a lot in the next one, yeah? Bye. I was going to use this part of the video to say learn how to cut your hair, please, as I was just doing, but I deleted it because I don't have the right to tell people what to do, especially if they haven't asked for advice. I'm not a mentor, I'm not a father figure. I'm not a father figure, I'm not a mentor figure, I'm not a role model, so whatever you want to do is up to you. If you want to learn how to cut your hair so you can be more self-reliant, or whatever reason you have, you can go for it. You absolutely can go for it. And you don't need me telling you that. Just like how if you don't, you won't. It's as simple as that. But I'm not going to tell you what to do. What you do is up to you. Just like how what I do is up to me.